Now let's have our first example on the DC motors or shunt DC motor. So we have this shunt DC motor. The speed of 500 volt shunt motor means 500 volt and motor. It means this is our input supply, which means V terminal equal to 500 volt. We need to increase its speed from 700 RPM to 1000 by using field weakening. So this is N1 and this is N2. And the total torque unchanged. It means that torque 1 in the first case equal to torque 2. The armature and shunt field resistance are 0.8 and 750. Armature resistance of the armature is 0.8 ohms and 750 RF equal to 750 ohms. Okay, the supply current at lower speed is 12 ampere. At the lower speed, supply current I supply equal to 12 ampere. Remember, I supply 1 in the first case. What do you need? Well, I would like to know the additional shunt field resistance required. Remember that we use the field weakening to increase its speed from 700 to 1000. So field weakening means we increase our resistance to take I field down. So I would like, what additional resistance do we have? Okay, so how can I get this? You can get it very easy. How? You know that we have two relations. We have E equal to K phi omega and torque equal to K phi I armature. So what you can see that E1 will be phi 1 omega 1, or you can say also directly phi 1 omega 1. Okay, let's make it K phi omega 1, and E2 equal to K phi 2 omega 2, right? So if you divide these two together, you will have E1 over E2 equal to phi 1 omega 1 over phi 2 omega 2. And the flux is directly proportional to field current. So I can say I field 1 over I field 2 because we changed our field, N1 over N2. So number 1, do you have N1 and I have N2? Okay, I need field currents and I need induced EMF. Okay, number 2, we have for torque. For torque, we have T1 equal to K phi 1 I armature 1, and torque number 2 equal to K phi 2 I armature 2, right? Because the armature current changed, flux changed. If you divide these two, you will have T1 over T2 equal to phi 1 over phi 2 multiplied by IA1 over IA2. Again, phi 1 over phi 2 is IF1 over IF2 multiplied by R armature 1 over I armature 2. Now T1 over T2 is equal to 1. Okay, so we have this relation and we have this relation. What we need to get the shunt field resistance is that we need to find the value of IF2. Okay, so what I need now is I armature 1, I armature 2, I field 1, okay, and we need induced EMF E1 and induced EMF 2. Okay, and using these two equations we will get finally our values needed. Okay, so let's get step by step. So V terminal here is 500 volt. Okay, can I get I field 1? Well, I field 1 very easy, equal to the V terminal 500 divided by the resistance of the shunt, which is 750. Okay, what about I armature? I armature I can get it. Why? Because we have supply current 12 ampere. We have I field from here. Okay, I field 1. So I can get I armature 1 will be I supply minus I field. Okay, so I can get the first armature current. Okay, so let's see, I field 1 equal V turn over RF1 equal to 0.67, 500 over 750, and the current equal to subtraction 11.331. Okay, can you get the first induced EMF? Yes, by applying KVL, or as you know that E back in a motor equal to V terminal minus I armature R armature. 1 and 1. So E back 1 will be V terminal minus I armature R armature equal to this value. Okay, so we have the first induced EMF, we have first armature current, and we have IF1. Now remember that torque is equal to constant, and as I said before, T1 over T2 equal IA1 over IA2, IF1 over IF2 equal 1, I armature 1 given 11.33, IF1 0.67, I armature 2 and IF2 I don't know them, so I will take one as a relation with the other. So IA2 from this equation equal to 7.6 over IF2. Okay, and again back EMF, the second back EMF will be terminal voltage 500 minus I armature 2 RA, right? I armature 2 RA. I armature 2 I already obtained a relation for it, 7.6 over IF2. So we obtained the second EMF as a function of the field current. Now we know that the ratio between E1 over E2, as I just explained, equal to IF1 over IF2 over N1 over N2. E1 is equal to 490. E2 I just obtained a relation for it. We have omega 1 over IF1 over IF2, or omega 1 over omega 2, which is N1 over N2, 700 over 1000, IF1 11.67, and IF2 is unknown. So we have one large equation unknown in IF2. By solving this equation, you will get IF2 equal to 0.465 amperes. Now, how can I get the new resistance? As you can see that IF2 is simply equal to V terminal over RF2, the new resistance after adding a resistance. So RF2 will be 500 divided by 0.465. We have the current and we have terminal 500. We can get the resistance 1075. So this is the new resistance. What is the additional shunt resistance? So our resistance was 750 ohms, now 1075. So the difference between them is our additional resistance, the resistance which we added.